gimmick.
Yeah. See, he's a lot more savvy with YouTubers and like what they've done, whereas like I just kind of pay attention to the analytics.
You keep up with like the back end and like the technological aspects of the platform, and I like to look at like
what's going on.
Yeah, like what's actually happening.
Yeah.
Like with people and in the ecosystem, like how people are like integrating and migrating in and out of the platform.
Yeah, I keep up with a lot of other YouTubers' channels without watching any of their videos unless there's a significant change in the viewership, and then I'll watch the videos and see if I can see what happened or what caused it and stuff like that. Like I have a program where I can see other people's analytics.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll have these conversations with Chris too, like since we're talking about like, you know, clickbait and stuff, and like not I think that goes a little bit into like you know, the success of channel. Like you're talking about that right now. Like, you know, Chris will always say, he's like, I never want to be that guy that like blames the algorithm. But like sometimes I think like, and I don't know what it is. I think like, yes, there is an algorithm, and yes, good content always trumps, but like Trump. God damn it. No one stays on top forever though. It's like
Crash and Bernie.
Yeah, no one stays on top forever. I feel like, you know, there's ebbs and flows. There's been people who've like, you know, been on the platform for a while. They'll have peaks, they'll have valleys.
But I don't think that reflects the algorithm as much as the audience. I think the algorithm does a good job showing what the audience is into and out of. People grow out of your shit. And
right, but the algorithm changes according to like the audience that comes on the platform. So I'm saying, my point is that like certain people are only relevant on the platform because of the context behind it.
Yeah.
Certain people are only relevant on the platform for a certain duration of time because of the context behind it. Like iDubbbz, for example, when he was making all those content cops, that was very relevant to the time of like calling out the hypocrisy and bullshit of like certain creators and certain styles of content on the platform at the time. Now that's not really so much of a thing because the audience that's flocking to the platform doesn't even fuck with that kind of stuff because they kind of have an eye for it.
Oh, to that thing. I was going to say the idea of sort of attacking, not the bigger fish in the sea, but like really being analytical of what other people are doing that are successful is the thing to do right now on YouTube. Everyone is so analytical of like anything that happens, anything that goes viral.
No, I know, but but wait, what did I say?
Something else.
but you went around my point a little bit.
Yeah, because your point was stupid.
No, it wasn't.
you're like the ebbs and flows.
No, my point was I was making a point about the fact that like certain people are only relevant on the platform based around the context behind it and like the context of the ecosystem at the time. So like if the audience isn't there for that thing, like you're not going to be relevant. But if you do something for long enough or like try enough things, you obviously have more of a chance statistically at succeeding in something. It's like Mr. Beast, how he was on the platform for like 10 years doing like, or even longer. I don't know how long. He's been on the platform forever, but like there's a lot of people like that have been on YouTube. Or another good example is Penguin Zero. That dude was on the platform forever and then kind of blew up within like more recent years, like making content as a kid. Eventually it's like something gives, whether it be like the ecosystem is in a place like right place, right time where you're able to like build your shit up because now the audience is there. You're too early or something. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I mean, you can catch a niche and ride it for a bit. I mean, for example, in 10 years, the people who are making Minecraft videos probably aren't going to be making Minecraft videos anymore.
Yeah, there might be something else that's different from Minecraft.
You're going to have to... Sometimes you're already making content that isn't taking off, like a concept, and all of a sudden that becomes like a mainstream thing. Like, even in your channel in the past, like something will become relevant, and all of a sudden that video will take off because that's a hot topic.
Right.
And you can ride that out. And I think
that's the problem with clickbaiting your videos, though. Like,
that'll really hurt you.
Yeah, so say like I clickbaited a video like 5 years ago, and like whatever that topic was is now trending. If that video is just clickbait, like that video's like I just shot myself in the foot.
Yeah,
your longevity wise, like I didn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, the other thing is that, and this isn't necessarily clickbait, but if you have one video that blows the fuck up, like really takes off, and you get an insane amount of subscribers from it. I think it's really hard to keep up with that when you just had one video take off and you don't have like an entire repertoire of videos to like engage people. Like I think that really puts people behind the ball because the quote unquote algorithm will see this video performs super well and then your next one's nowhere near it. And then I feel like that, I don't know, I feel like that would, with all those subscribers and you getting so much less engagement from the amount of subscribers you have, I think that is something that the algorithm might take into account.
Well, they used to take that into account, but then I've had these conversations with you before, you know. I mean, since you're the one that studies like the algorithm and the changes that they're doing, but the algorithm used to like each channel had its own algorithm. Like
now it doesn't.
That's what you're selling.
Yeah, it was.
I'm going based off of your word.
That's true. That is true.
Is that true? I'm going based off of your word with that.
Yeah, because they did come out and say that they look at each video as an individual, and that they don't take your subscribers into account.
Because before what they used to do, or what the rumor was, is that like if you uploaded a video and it did bad, your next video was likely to do bad unless it was like a crazy good idea.
Yeah, that took off.
Because YouTube is recognizing like, oh, people aren't watching this channel right now, so they're not going to push your next video as hard. They're going to focus on content that's already doing well.
I think I worked it out, and I think I worked out why you can post a video if you have a lot of subscribers and it hurts your channel. And this is my theory. The first thing that the algorithm shows it to is your subscribers. So if you have 100,000 subscribers and only 5,000 of those subscribers still give a shit about you, but it still shows it to all 100,000 of those subscribers first, your click-through rate's going to be extremely low, which means it's going to be that much harder for YouTube to want to push it to an outside audience. So if your click-through rate is 5%.
Okay, so that's the same theory that we had years ago.
Yeah, is that what? But that has, so. But that's completely removing looking at your channel as a whole. That's only looking at who the algorithm shows it to first. Because we know that it shows it to your audience first. But indirectly,
that's still gonna fuck with your channel if that is how the algorithm.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's still a thing.
It's still a thing. I just think it's not as severe. I just worked that in my head just now, though. That could be completely wrong. Just that's my theory of it, because I do know people who have an insane amount of subscribers and it hurts them.
Yeah, but your argument is that it's based on individual video now.
It is based on individual video, but if your individual video is showed to your subscribers first, which it is, and the vast majority of your subscribers that it shows to first has already moved on, it shows it to 100,000 people that follow you, and only 5% of people engage with it, that's what dictates whether the algorithm shows it to a larger audience or not. Like,
see, I have a theory too that the longer you're on the platform, like the harder you have to try to keep your audience engaged. Because because here's another thing too. Like I have 255,000 subscribers, right? Mm-hmm. There's probably, and I'm being gracious here, 50% of those people probably don't even regularly go on YouTube anymore.
Or if they do, it has nothing to do with the kind of content that you make.
Right, like they probably completely changed as a person.
Yeah.
You know, and they're not even into skating anymore.
It's been around for 5 years.
That's right. Yeah. So if what you're saying is true, then like the longer you're on YouTube, the harder you have to work to get the attention of those people that you've accumulated.
You either have to keep finding new audiences.
Right.
Or you have to just keep one-upping yourself, I guess. Or making...
Which is hard.
Content that's enjoyable. Like if you're not necessarily one-upping yourself, like if you're funny and you're engaging, you're gonna be able to do that forever. Like there's a lot of like people who like talk, who like stay relevant. Like PewDiePie is one you always bring up, right? Like he's
I mean, but also
obviously he's the extreme.
He also has like 150 million subscribers, and he gets maybe like 6 million views. So that's like the same type of ratio. I mean, what is that? That's less than the ratio that I'm getting per video, or even that like John is getting per video, or that Chris is getting per video, you know, because that's fucking less than 6% of his audience is engaged, you know.
Yeah, but it's still millions of people.
No, it is. But
my point is, like, if it's showing that one video that PewDiePie puts out to 100 million people, and 6 million people watch it, that's still fine. He's still gonna crush it off.
Well, that's because he's that big.
I don't think it's going off of percentage. I think it's going off of numbers. I don't think it's not taking the percentage of your audience into consideration. It's taking how many people. And it's going to show, if 10,000 people of your audience watch one video, it's going to push it that much harder into the mainstream outside of your followers. You know what I'm saying?
Say that one more time.
Okay.
If 10,000 people.
Okay, if you put out a YouTube video and 10,000 people watch it, that subscribe to you. You have 11,000 people that follow you, and 10,000 people watch it.
YouTube's gonna push it harder.
And I have, hear me out. And I have 1 million subscribers, and 10,000 people of my subscribers watch that video. I think it's gonna push your video and my video the exact same amount.
Oh, okay.
See what I'm saying? So you have a huge advantage if you already have like 1 million people that are gonna watch it for sure.
Right. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
Okay, that's a lot. Okay, we just got into a whole other.
Okay, but it's hard for me to wrap my head around because
your head's
big.
Well, it's not stretchy.
Yeah. So So you don't think that it's based off of like a channel algorithm anymore?
Rabies. I've been waiting to do that for like 5 minutes.
Rabies.
Say that again?
You don't think it's based off? You don't think that like there's an algorithm for your channel? You don't think it's historically anymore?
No, not at all. They said that it's not.
Okay. Well, how long ago was that though? Because I remember you telling me.
It's like, I don't know, like a year and a half ago. I don't know.
Dude, the algorithm changes like every 3 months.
Yeah, but they have not changed it back.
They haven't changed that part.
Yeah, they give you updates. Everyone is getting updates right now. You can get emails. You can go to their website. You can do all that to keep up with what the algorithm's doing.
Yeah, just wait for you to tell me.
Well, you're welcome.
Yeah.
It's doing his channel wonders.
Clearly not.
Still going.
How much is it? It's probably.
It's funny. Outro.